Oh, this is for the Sippas.
Yeah. We sipping in conversation. We sipping in conversation. We sipping in conversation. Yeah. We sipping in conversation. We sipping in conversation.
What it is, or what it do. If your homegirl sipping, then bring her on through, huh? What it is, or what it do. If your homegirl singing, then bring her on through, baby.
What it is, what it do. If your homeboy sipping, then gon' come through. What it is, what it do. If your homeboy sipping, come through.
What it is, or what it do. If your homegirl sipping, then bring her on through, huh? What it is, or what it do. If your homegirl singing, then bring her on through, baby.
What it is, what it do. If your homeboy sipping, then gon' come through. What it is, what it do. If your homeboy sipping, come through.
We sipping in conversation. We sipping in conversation. Yeah. We sipping in conversation. We sipping in conversation.
Real talk, real life, real people. Real talk, real life, real people. Hey, real talk, real life, real people. Real talk, real life, real people. Buddha and baby.
What's good, Sippas? This is your boy Buddha, and over there is a lovely,
Baby,
and we coming to you live with another rendition of.
sipping and conversation.
I had to do that this time, right? I'm gonna tell you guys, I had to do this time because she said she was waiting to jump in, and I don't give her a real good alley oop to get in there, so I cut off and let her go.
I mean, I'm just saying. Dang, baby, it look like you got a little cleavage.
That man, you know what that mean? That drain hit. They perky.
Trick said put a good bra on and show off your. What type of trick?
Okay.
I got it. Y'all laughing. I'm serious, cause honey, y'all know I be having to do all this stuff and I ain't have adequate time to get it together, but it's there. Hey, what's good, Sippas? Y'all in there? Drop it down low now. How you doing? Welcome back, old Sippas, and welcome new Sippas. You are now tuned in to the one and only Sipping in Conversations with Buddha and Baby.
Oh.
Huh? Who knows?
So, baby,
That's me.
how was your day?
It was a great day to be great.
Okay.
Yeah, boy. I mean, it was one of them great days to be great.
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow is going to be even greater.
Oh, say it ain't so.
What you sipping on, Buddha?
Well, I'm low key in it today. Low key in it today. I'm going with a little brewski. Had some beer.
Beer.
Right.
And me, I feel like it's fitting of this like tropical shirt that I'm wearing.
Mm-hmm.
It's what I want to call this.
Mm-hmm.
The baby blues.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what. It's vodka. I had to taste it again. He always like, you don't know your taste? I do, but I had, the baby blues. I'm drinking vodka with some mix in it.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever you're sipping on, drop it down low.
Drop it down low.
Drop it down low. So listen, let's get right into it. Recap last week.
Mm-hmm.
Do you need love to be happy or no?
Well, I mean, technically, you don't need love to be happy. But what I said at the end is, my most happiest points in my life, I did not have love around it. Love wasn't surrounded. Love was always surrounded around my most happiest moments in my life.
Okay.
So it's kind of hard to separate the two.
I get it. I need a balance. Love is definitely, like you say, it's kind of like one of those foundational things um, from a lot of things that made me happy.
Mm-hmm.
There was love involved. So, but as far as, do I need it from external factors, the external people? Um, Not so much, because I know not to be happy. I know that the love will eventually grow. So, especially if you be around a person for a significant period of time, you're going to have love for them, even if it's just out of just wanting them to be in a good place, just caring about their well-being, love for their well-being, eventually you're going to kind of get into that place. That's what I think.
For sure. Man, that was pretty good, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Because like when I think of happiness, we talked about that as well. We talked about happiness and what is true happiness, right? We've had a episode last season where we talked about what is happiness.
Mm-hmm.
And we go to, and when people start talking about happiness, they mention, their lover, they mention money, they mention all these things that go around them being happy, and we realize that those are temporal things.
Right.
So, what I mean by temporal things mean like temporal happiness, meaning that as long as it's going right, you're gonna be happy.
Right.
So, is that true happiness? Is that true happiness? If as long as she loves me, I'm gonna be happy. Well, what happens if she don't love you no more?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? How do you find
are you
that?
not gonna be happy if that external factor isn't there?
Right. So we challenge people to find the true meaning of happiness for them.
Yeah, and I call it the foundational things.
Right.
That way, you can build in different ways, but it's those foundational things that's gonna make you happy. So I know for me, having a peace of mind, having some sanity, you know what I'm saying? That I can get the happiness to develop as long as I got peace of mind and I got some sanity about it, and I'm balanced,
Right.
When I'm imbalanced, it's not that I'm not happy, but I have to go into my quiet place to find out what triggered me. And it's not always bad. It's just, it could be you don't have enough to make that bill, or you don't have enough to do the thing for your child that you would like to do, and so you kind of feel like you just displeased with yourself, and then you start thinking all the woulda, coulda, shouldas, and then then you have to be like, fuck it.
Oh,
I'm gonna do what I can do
me?
with what I got, and just appreciate where I am, because I'm a lot farther along in my life than I was. So what can I do instead of focusing on what I can't do? Let's focus on what I can do and build on that. And then I start becoming back like, yeah, you know what? Let me shift and transition my energy into a better place.
My main thing is we gotta look in the mirror. We gotta look in the mirror. Mm-hmm. We gotta be able to tell each other, yourselves, by looking in the mirror, that you love you.
Yeah.
If you can truly look in the mirror and tell yourself that you love yourself, that's the beginning.
Look, y'all know, every day I wake up, I'm telling myself, it's a great day to be great. All right, 1 + 1 is 2. Okay, cool. All right. Okay, I can taste. Okay,
COVID ain't here.
You know what I'm saying? I can smell. My sinus always be jacked up in the morning, but I can still smell, taste, feel. I do my little yoga stretches and all of that. You know what I'm saying? And then I go depend on how I want to be geeked up. You know what I'm saying? That's the music that I'm gonna be playing. First I start early. I have my little meditation music going to give me my reggae kill.
That witchcraft.
You know what I'm saying? And I get all right, have my moment, and then it's something gonna get this party started. Or sometimes I just want to just feed my spirit differently, and I go with that. That's every morning. Like on the morning I don't do it is when I still do it, but I have to do it on a smaller scale because when he's off, I be trying not to disrupt him.
Be great. I can go back to sleep.
I'm just saying, I be trying.
All right.
So listen, we're gonna take a quick break.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming my special guest will be coming on. So we're gonna take a little quick break. We'll come right back, 2 minutes, a minute, 2 minutes, and we're gonna get into it. All right. What's good with you, Will? 25-8 in the building.
Yeah.
So go on, get your drink if you didn't have time to get it the first time. You got round 2 to get it in there. Huh?
Chill.
Huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
Oh, this is for the Sippas. Yeah. We sipping in conversation. We sipping in conversation. We sipping in conversation. Yeah. We sipping in conversation.
Listen. So right now, while we waiting on our special guest to come in, we just want to get you primed up for what we're gonna be talking about tonight. I've been asking around a few people, to get some input. If you watched us and you follow us on any of our platforms, you see that I've asked this question. What I guess what's the right way to put it? What are some rules?
What are the rules?
Rules of engagement
of minding your
own business. Huh? What is it?
I don't know. Because I tell you what, there's a few people in life that you ain't got to worry about it. I'm going in.
Oh, there go my guess.
Uh-oh.
So we'll get
right back to that.
it once we have our guests come on. Huh? Who got a guest on the show? Oh man. Say it ain't so. What? Y'all see who that is?
Y'all hear me all right?
This is y'all ain't from Orlando. Y'all ain't from Orange County, Seminole County. Y'all don't know. This the guy right here.
Oh my gosh.
That's how I go. He's like, oh my God, no. It's just me. Welcome to the Sipping and Conversation with Buddha and Baby show.
What's going on, people?
Man, you've been around for a minute.
I know you didn't think I was gonna make it.
No, you fine. I was like, well, instead of having that stale air, we gave a little intro to what our topic gonna be tonight after we finish talking with you.
Okay.
So no worries. You did good. You came in. I just didn't want it to just be like
yeah, what's good though?
We know what to do. Keep it. The show goes on.
Oh, I already know.
So we're gonna jump right into it because I know your time is valuable. You know what I'm saying? And you got things to do. And you got babies and the birthday queen and all that. You just I appreciate it. I know Buddha appreciates your time.
Yeah, no problem. Appreciate y'all having me.
Yeah, so get right into it. Where you from? Who are you?
My name is Tremaine Gaines. Most people know me as T Gaines. I'm actually from Orlando, which is a rare thing. my parents grew up across the street from each other down there in Richmond Heights area.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Not the Heights.
Yeah. Yeah.
He said across the street.
All that stuff down there, you know. So people from here, born and raised. You know, I left here and went to University of Kentucky. So I played football and went to school, got my degree, and then came back here in '04. I moved back home and was actually teaching before I most people don't know it. Yeah, yeah. I was
now.
Kindergarten teacher.
Wow.
Molding young minds.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
How did that go with these kids seeing this guy that played football?
Well, you know, my dad, rest in peace, was ill with cancer at the time when I moved back. So working in the school system gave me the most flexibility to be in and out the hospital with him. And, you know, I've always had a skill with kids and working with kids. And, but I would say kids weren't fazed by size. These kids are smart. They know what you can get away with, what you can't. They know, you know. My job was to make them question would I be the person that chooses to go to jail before they let these kids try you. You know, so you know they had to. I don't know. So, but we had fun. It was. I worked in the school system and then I worked for the YMCA also, over in Pine Hills, Wayne Dent. So.
Wow, that was just an interesting fact about you that I wouldn't have never known.
Yeah, most people don't. They're like, what? They assume most people think I'm security, you know?
Right. You was actually the school. They thinking you a school liaison, but
yeah, for real.
So we know you. Mostly everybody, obviously, now they know what you did. So primarily, what you're doing now with T Gaines Entertainment is putting on events and things like that around Central Florida, right?
Yep.
So, what made you get into promoting and events?
Well, it's funny. It started on a bad note, you know, because I've always, first of all, I've been throwing events since middle school. So I was always a house party guy. I was always organizing basketball tournaments in the front yard. And everybody paid $2, and my mom would buy pizza for the winter. And I was always in college. I was having get-together at the apartment, and I was also the bootleg man on campus. So I was doing the CDs and burning and Napsters and all that stuff. I'm dating myself.
Yeah, you sure did. Talking about Napster.
For real. LimeWire. So when I came home and I got out the school system for what I thought was my dream job. And my dream job was, I should call them out, but they do sporting events at Disney World of Sports. They would set up, it was a combination of sports and events, which was a dream job for me, you know, and out of nowhere, they laid off the entire football division. So I always kept a book. I still keep a book. The concepts I'm rolling out, like if I roll out a concept this year, it's probably written like 5 years ago. So I have a book of concepts I just keep in my, you know, lockbox. And when I got laid off, I was really pissed. And me and my mom were really close. And I was taking her to the casino. And she was like, you know, while you're looking for another job, why don't you try one of your ideas? I was like, man, these dudes don't make no money out here, man. Like I need a job. I need a real job that can pay bills and, you know, corporate 9-to-5 type thing, you know?
Right.
And she said, I hear you, but while you're doing that, just try the first one on your list. First one on my list was classic hip hop karaoke. And that was inspired by the hip hop karaoke I saw in New York. It wasn't original. I just took the kind of stuff I was already seeing in New York, and added words and added tech elements to it, and dropped it. And I spent about a month and a half planning old school flyer handoffs, and I just knew it was about to be just packed. 35 people. 35 people. And I was like, I just busted my ass for all this time, and 35 people showed up. But there's a couple people in the room. There's a couple promoters, Bernard, Farima, everybody knows Bernard. And I was very discouraged, and they were like, they all started telling me their stories about their first events, how much money they lost, and all of. And they said, man, if you broke even on your first event, you got something. And it was just so different that most people didn't understand what it was. So I did another one. Second one had a little bit more people. Well, it really wasn't still where I wanted to be. So the third one, I said, bump it. I made a deal with the bar. Like, hey, give me a percentage, tell me overhead. And I said, everybody free. That thing was packed. So I'm looking at everybody like,
you motherfucker.
I can't give me $10. You know what I'm saying?
I can't even get $10.
It was packed, and it never was not packed again. You know, we went on a long run. It's actually still out there. I just it's only so many dates, you know. So we, you know, it had a long run. I mean, a long run. It's still going, but we just do the championship now, the Hip Hop Karaoke Championship. But then from that, I was actually still working with kids at the time. I was doing grant work and mentoring kids through grants while I was developing the company. And basically, everything after that, it was the Taste Lounge. Then it was Makeup and Martini, the Beauty Lounge, and then everything. The lane I tried to fill was okay, I'm grown. Okay. I'm coming out of my 20s. I'm kind of tired of the club, but it's not really any other options besides going to the movie or Netflix and chill. Let me figure out a lane in between those two. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of where we live, you know. And so from there, came the Seersuckers and Sundresses. Seersuckers and Sundresses, I actually got a bunch of friends together and went to one of my mentor, Dr. Weaver's house, and shot a promo video for what I wanted it to look like before it ever existed. And then I went and pitched that promo video to Ember and said, this is what I want to happen. This is what I want it to look like. They took a chance, because before that, most people don't realize, before we got there, they really didn't do us that much.
Right.
They really didn't do us that much.
Absolutely.
I'll leave that alone. But they took a chance, and I guess they say the rest is history. It was.
And what year was that when you did your first Seersuckers and Sundresses?
That was 10 years ago.
Right.
So, 2011, I think it was. And it was. We hurt a lot of feelings that day, because most people, and we still hurt feelings to this day, because they find out really fast that I don't bend on dress code, and I don't bend on a lot of things that a lot of people do. But that's why we're still here.
Right. And, well, you know, you have to set a precedence for your brand. And, you know, in order to be, I mean, because there's a lot of other things that they can do. But if they're going to come to you, then there's going to be a level of achievement to be had.
My thing was, I know a lot. Like, even for part 3, I know I talked to this guy. He literally spent about $1,000 putting together his outfit. He got a custom suit, shoes brought in. He had a watch to match the suit and the hat. He had the whole thing put together. Now, this guy did all this work to be in dress code, and then you walk up with a T-shirt on and get in. That's just disrespectful, you know? So my thing was doing it for all the people who really go out their way to, you know, I know some of the biggest thugs in the city, and they got one dress shirt, and that dress shirt is full Seersuckers or something, you know. So Yeah.
You
I
had
know
it.
a lot of they're like, man, I don't never dress up. I dress up for this one once a year, you know,
Right.
or
I
twice a
mean,
year.
why not? I mean, you know, it's
So
like you gotta,
Hold on.
you just gotta do it.
Hold on.
What?
See, my first time going to Sippas and sundress, I came in with my Sunday's best, thinking I was gonna do something. I quickly learned, like, oh, wait a minute.
yeah.
You gotta step your game up.
And ever since then,
Absolutely.
But you know what I can say over the last 10 years, we've gotten a lot of people to really take pride in dressing up and feeling good about putting on good clothes and you know and not feeling any kind of way about it, just feeling good. You know, it's hot as hell here, which is it's difficult when we get to part three.
Whew.
It's usually pretty hot, you know. So you know we try and do as much as we can to keep people cool, but it's Florida.
It's
You know?
Florida. It is what it is. You either gonna deal with mosquitoes, love
Yeah,
bugs, or the sun
yeah.
and unexpected rain.
So yeah. So now we are. There's actually another Gameful Insights is my corporate side of the company where we do corporate events, activations, things of that sort. And that's growing pretty rapidly too. So we're blessed. We got shut down out of nowhere, like everybody else.
Right.
And that was pretty tough. You know, pretty tough with the world telling you that your job is dangerous. You know,
Because you got a lot of people.
everything I do involves bringing people together.
Yeah.
That's what the world said is dangerous. You know,
Yeah.
so
You can only, it's only so much you can do when it comes down to, especially being an event promoter and, for entertainment, whether you're inside or outside, it's just, hey, that's what the world says. So you just got to roll with it. So look, I'm going to ask you another question here.
Okay.
If you had an extra $100,000 of a budget, how would you spend it and why?
Extra $100,000. Boy. Good question. First, I get more staff.
okay.
I start off with staff because you know I would like to have more time with my family. You know, but also I have a certain level of execution that I need to have happen that kind of makes this stuff flow. Does. Um, I would start off by doing a lot more like philanthropy work, like more outreach stuff. I would definitely do a lot more. I had about 6 mentees that I had from second grade till they graduated from high school. And after I had my own boys, it was hard to keep up with them. And of course, they grew up and flew away to college and all these other places. But I would like to do more events that affect larger groups of kids at one time. So I would definitely put a lot of money into that. And I have a concept called Man Law that I would like to do that is pretty much a day of workshops for young men that throughout that day they would get trained in different just manly type things. How to start a grill, how to change tires, how to just stuff,
How to screw a light bulb in.
just different things, but make it fun,
Yeah.
I want to get to it at some point. I will do it at some point, but
Interesting.
I would do stuff like that. And of course, I would definitely up the production level of my own events. Y'all probably walk in the laser lights and all types of stuff.
Okay.
But I think that's what I would do and expand. I get a lot of requests for expansion. A lot of requests for expansion, but there's only so much you can do.
Yeah. Keep it steady until,
Yeah.
Cool. So I'm gonna ask you, I have these crazy questions. I try not to give regular questions because
I'm cool.
You get all the time.
You have that. So, what's one thing you wish you had known when you began your career?
Hmm. One thing I wish I had known. Hmm. Wait a second. I'm thinking.
That's okay.
I wish I had known. I would have been better on. I'm really good on the creative side, but I should have invested more, which I learned now on the negotiating side, on the understanding your worth, and and I come from a very humble family, and but sometimes humbleness can get you in trouble with understanding the value that you bring, and I think that's what I would definitely uh, teach my younger self is to there's a certain level where humbleness will cost you money and people can take advantage.
Right.
And I would definitely renegotiate because um, things that we've done have kind of set precedents around that now are kind of set the guidelines that a lot of people follow, but there was opportunities to monetize a lot of these things that I did. So yeah,
Interesting. Okay. Let me see. I got two more questions. Pretty quick.
no, you're good.
What advice would you give someone wanting to pursue a career similar to what you're doing now that
Um,
you're more experienced?
if you're getting into it for the attention and the flashiness, um, you'll be in and out pretty fast. I see a lot of people. Most people that know me know I don't like attention. I'm always in the corner somewhere. I just don't like it. But if you're in it for the wrong reasons, you know, but if you're in it to get women and show everybody that you're the man and whatever, you'll be in and out pretty fast. And I would definitely say that's a thing for entertainment and attention to detail is important and always be able to separate yourself from your company and put yourself in the mindset of the consumer. So I pay attention to things like these women don't want to walk this far in heels. We got to figure out a closer parking lot. We got to, oh, it's hot over here. Or, I try to put myself in that mindset as much as possible. If
That's
I was
very
if
considerate of
I was
you.
coming to this event, what would I be unhappy with, or what would make me uncomfortable, and kind of approach it from there.
Have you considered just speaking on that? Have you considered them with the maybe something with the city for like trolleys or those pedicabs for the people that walk afar?
Um, I always tip them off. Pretty much what happens when I have a day party, they all know anyway. The parking people prep because one thing I learned for is these parties are so massive that they kind of create their own ecosystem. And if you really pay attention, the all white party, which is coming up, shameless plug, May 29th. After that party, if you watch and walk around, you'll see people in all white in restaurants, in parking lots. And you can literally see the money that that party creates after and before it. Because you'll see people at Coronas, you'll see people all over the place. I was driving through downtown and my homeboy asked me to pull over because the director of city parking wanted to meet us. And because they have through all these events, they have their line. It's a budget line item that we bring in every year through all these parking from events. You don't even think about stuff like that. Like, hey, you got your own category for all your day parties because you made our company a substantial amount of money just
You're
from
like, oh, okay,
parking.
well, where my 5%?
Well, that's what I said. You got to figure out how to monetize
Club,
these
club.
things, ahead of time. You don't think about stuff like that. If you got, when those parties are sold out, that's 1,400 people. They all had to drive there and park, and they got to eat somewhere afterwards. So, but it's not really about that for me. It's really just making sure the experience is
Yeah,
right.
keeping it sustainable. Okay. So with that being said, what is like your biggest challenges when you're planning your events, especially with so many different people got things going on the same night?
I don't worry about what everybody else is doing. I just, for me, my biggest challenge is getting out my own way. And I have mentors too, and my creative mentor, Amari Havard out of Atlanta, he told me something very important. Once you realize when you're this creative, you'll never get to all your ideas. You'll be able to sleep at night. 'Cause I'll have a million ideas of things I want to do. Some things there's just no space on the calendar for, and other things, Orlando is just not ready for. It's kind of like having a good album. You got no one to release it. You know, and you can't just release something just because you just want to release it. It has to be what the city actually needs at that point. So I look at, okay, everybody's doing this, let me do that. And kind of break it out that way.
Have you all, I mean, well, not you all, have you considered doing any collaboration events?
And most people that follow us, but we don't do a lot of collaborations because I have my ways. Most of my team members are people who came to me saying they would like to learn and be a part of events, but they learn pretty fast. So we have our own system and way of doing things. So I haven't really done a lot. And then also, I do a lot of, I have to kind of tiptoe a line between corporate and public. And if I associate myself with the wrong things, it might mess up my other money.
Absolutely.
To be honest. So
you got to do that.
I'll leave it alone. I'll leave that at that. but I do speak with everybody. I do communicate that. I get a lot of requests to do things. A lot of those requests are one-sided. A lot of requests I get are, I have an idea. Let's fill it with your people and split the money. Majority of the pitches I get,
that don't sound like a plan.
It has to make business sense at the end of the day,
Well, you definitely sound like you. I don't want to say run a tight ship, but yet you're in tune with your business.
So I got one question, and I'm gonna slide out because I only get like one question.
Oh, you get all the questions.
All right, work-life balance. How do you manage to separate the two so well to make sure your family gets the adequate time they need versus your business?
Well, what people don't realize, most people pay attention to social media, so they assume that you just slammed every day.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm very busy, but one thing football did teach was time management, and I appreciate that. At Kentucky, our whole life is itinerized for 4 years, and so you become really good at, okay, because I'm my own boss, so I have a lunch break set for myself. I kind of manage my time that way, and usually between, let's say, about 6:30 and 8:30, I usually block it out. The boys are in there in the tub right now. I usually after that, read them a story, try and get them to sleep. You just got to prioritize certain things. You kind of go from there. It's hard. It's easy for some people. It's hard for other people. It depends on your background and what you're used to.
Interesting, and so I know with the family, the wife, and the kids, and being out in the social platform, being out in the public. How do you, part of that work-life balance? How do you, I mean, obviously they have respect, but you have issues.
You got some vagrants out there.
Yeah, I think you just get used to it, and again, I choose my words carefully. Being that I play, if you've been recruited to play football and done all these things, you're used to. You've dealt with groupies before. You've dealt with the different things. You've dealt with all these things before they come. So I can see them coming a mile away. And and if you look around, my family always there. You know what I'm saying? My mama be at a day party. You know what I'm saying? So you know, um, yeah, it's not hard. It's just got to know how to manage it. It's uncomfortable for them people knowing them so much. Like I have total strangers walk up to me that know everything about my son all the time, and because I'm public with what we do, and as a part of pulling people into the brand, so it's a gift and a curse. Mostly a gift. Every now and then you get some weirdos that come up, or people that don't know how to respect boundaries and interrupt you in the middle of a dinner or something, But it's all good. You gotta take the good with that.
Now you got some talent in your family. You got your mom and then
There's a lot going on.
So what's going on with your mom? Because she does what?
My mom, man, my mom out of town right now. If y'all see my mama, tell her to come home. But she runs Ebony Nutrition Consultants. Her and Ronise Weaver have a great nutrition practice going on. My sister, Diva Cake, she's every month, every day, she's getting better and better with these cakes, and has a following now and moving those things out. Wife is one of the best photographers in the city, if not the best.
But also
is the best photographer. But she's also the executive, and most people don't realize she's one of the most senior employees at Hostime.com. She's over the whole accounting department for that multi-million-dollar company. So she's doing her thing too. Yeah. My father was a federal commissioner before he passed away, and he blessed me with the talent of reading people and being able to break down barriers of communication with people. So definitely proud of the family and try to hold the name and keep the name going. Hence why the name of the company is T Games Entertainment, because what I learned is all you have is your name. So if I mess the company name up, that's my name.
Okay.
So you can't hide from it if it's your name. So you got to do good deals.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Wow. We have been trying to work this out for a while to get you on the show because
this is my first podcast ever. I've gotten a whole bunch of requests. I
feel honored, man. Thank you.
For me, I'm not bad, my first one ever, so
because it's hard to catch you when you're doing your thing, and so it's like for people to really that don't know you, because I'm sure you do little things when you're at the event, but that's like boom, boom, boom. But it's like let's get to know the man behind T Games Entertainment and just pick your brain a little bit, and because like I say, look, we didn't know you was a
yeah, it's a lot of
that was just that was a pass, but it's still that's one of those interesting facts you find out about people. Like I would never, nobody would have ever imagined.
Nah, they don't.
But it's like you're that gentle giant, so I can see it happening, and I'm sure you had enough of experience with them now, making it. Now you have your own two boys, just makes it even easier.
Yeah, we always have adventures, and, building forts and having dance parties, and anybody follows me, we boys are surrounded by music all the time. So
so good. So we're gonna close, but what's next for T Games Entertainment? You did mention
all white party.
An all white party coming on. So
we have
what that's about? Is this what we talking about?
Yes, that is. Hey, look at you. Yes, you already. Yeah, that's actually next week. Actually, not this weekend, but next weekend. We had an all white day party. What I did was I took it. It's usually on Labor Day weekend. This year I took it and split it into two parts and did one Labor. I'm doing one Memorial Day and one Labor Day. So it's part 1 and 2. So that's coming up. We just made a big announcement today. We're partnering, got a new deal with Advent Health Hospital, Blue Cross Blue Shield, and Orange Blossom Family Health Center for my R and Bingo virtual event. Um,
Oh,
the
the
last
bingo.
one,
Okay.
R and Bingo online.
Mm-hmm.
So that will be Juneteenth kickoff on June the 18th, that Friday. It'll be a totally free event. You can sign up. All the information will be out on Monday. Sign up. We send you some bingo cards. You can have a watch party at your house, and it's literally a party in your house. If you win, we'll have some pretty good prize bundles worth hundreds, if not thousands of dollars that you will get for free. And this is all in the name of vaccine awareness. We're trying to just spread the right facts and let people make their own decision.
Right.
So we will be educating people on facts and fiction. So we're going to interview some people and let them ask questions, and then we'll give them facts, answers, and not rumors, and go from there.
Good. That's good. That's a good thing. Awesome. Okay, so that's June 18th, and then you
Yep,
got
June 18th, and then I have Rhythm and Brunch. My brunch is once a month.
Mm-hmm.
I think the next date for that, I actually didn't release it yet. The next date will be June the 27th. I'm looking at my calendar right now for Rhythm and Brunch. If you haven't been to that,
Is it still in Winter Park?
Yep, it's still going to be at the new standard. Yeah, I pushed it back a little bit. The whole restaurant industry and bar community are dealing with understaffing right now.
Yeah.
So it's affected a lot of wait times on food and a lot of service. It's just bad right now. So we're trying to get everybody staffed up and so we can still provide the service that people need. And I know come September, everybody come running back. So I'm just hold on to September. as soon as that unemployment get cut off, boy, everybody coming back.
Absolutely, that because they like it. Why work?
Everybody like, hey, I'm straight.
I figure it out.
Got my stimmy, got my little plumber. We gonna make it work, But
absolutely,
I'm waiting for everybody to come back. So
wow, look, we had a couple of people talking about you that came in.
Oh, hey. Oh, that's
this man, this guy threw.
Well, that's crazy.
It went back to 2014, and it was awesome.
I be looking at the old video. I just be like, wow. Like I see people in the videos, and like they were in a totally different place in their life. Like he's married, got 4 kids now. And when they on the video, they look. Let me tell you right now, boy. I can sit around and tell y'all some stories.
They might have met their soulmate at one of them sea suckers.
I have if you ever get an inbox from me after each event, all my media comes across my desk. So every video, every picture, and I screen it out. So I've saved a good amount of marriages, relationships, jobs, and what happens is if I catch it slipping and I edit something out that nobody will see, I'll send it to your inbox and say, thank me later.
Uh-huh. Okay.
So if you ever get one of those, I got some people got a picture, the whole titty out, just sitting there. I just say, hey, it was never posted, I know when you come to parties and you get some drinks in your system, so I try to, every now and then I miss something, but I don't know you. I don't know you.
I can't look out for you.
So I try to edit as much as I can to keep people safe. So.
I'm pretty sure they appreciate it. Just make sure you send your cash out when you send it out.
I just like to
for kicks and giggles though.
I just like to picture their face when they look at it, like, oh. Yeah.
Man, look, it's been a pleasure.
Yeah, no problem.
Absolute pleasure. I'm sure I'll probably get in touch with you again at some
point.
Yeah. I don't know. Ain't no telling. We'll figure it out.
Figure it out. I'm good. I'm not as hard. I'm hard to get to sometimes.
I'm patient. I'm like that lion that be sitting out there.
Yeah, I said I would make sure I try to stick to my words. If I commit to something,
you did.
I do my best to do it as much as possible. So that's why I'm very careful when I commit, because I know I got to do it no matter what. So
absolutely, then we have to always be, and you have to be meticulous when you actually when you go for people that are like what we would classify as a high profile person. You know, you got to just know how to be understanding and make provisions.
Yeah.
So
I appreciate y'all.
I'm here for it. Thank you, and we'll be talking with you soon. Everybody,
All
we
right.
had Mr. T Gaines on the show tonight. Woo!
Y'all have a good evening. I'm gonna go put these boys to bed and try and see if I can stay up long enough to watch this Lakers game. 10 o'clock start time.
They said 10 o'clock, right?
We
Man,
old.
they tripping.
We older than them.
Season. Hang in there. All right, we'll talk with you soon.
All right, thank y'all.
All right, have a good night.
All right.
Listen, Sippas.
Man, that was a treat.
That was all right. That was all right. What in the Green Mile, my man?
John Kobe. Oh.
Yeah. You know, we had the one and only Tremaine here. Thank y'all for watching that. But you know, we got to get real silly with it for a few minutes.
Yeah, let's get it.
Real silly. Just a little silly.
You ready, baby? Go ahead.
I ain't good. We're going to go right into it.
All right.
Right into it. Y'all know what it is. What we talking about, Buddha?
What are the rules of minding your own business? What are the rules of engagement? Come on now.
What's your business? You minding it or not?
Shit.
Huh?
I don't know, man. It's hard, man.
It's hard.
For our kind to mind our own business.
It's hard. Especially for you people.
For our kind. So, what you got for me, baby? What's the first, when you talk about minding your own business, what's the first thing came up to your mind?
I don't be in folks' business.
I ain't gonna lie. I be in people's business.
He do.
I be in people's business. Well, first of all, let me preface this by saying I'm an empath, so I'm gonna check on you, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm loyal to my friends.
Right.
I'm loyal to my friends. So
he is. So
if I see they significant others out of pocket, somewhere that ain't supposed to be,
he telling. He's sprinkling. He gonna sprinkle.
I'm gonna tell it, but before I tell it, you best believe they getting checked.
Mm-mm.
They getting checked. Like, listen, why are you here?
Nah, the only way.
I'm checking.
Okay. Now I got boundaries and limitations with my business minded. Okay. Only because I don't want nobody in my business. Okay. So I be doing that reciprocity thing, you know, and I be putting my karma out so that it'll come back. Nah.
I'm gonna let you finish, but
what I'm saying is, because if they're my friend, I pretty much kind of know some of their business, right? Meaning I probably know they person, whether they kicking it or whatever. The Mr. or the Mrs. or the boo or just him or she. You know what I'm saying?
You so might even know the side piece sometimes.
Well, I mean, but I may or may not know, but you know, I probably do know. It just all depends because I've been entrusted with a lot of people business. A lot of people business. Okay. So I have had to learn how to mind my own business because I do know a lot of folks' business. So if I see it and we lock eyes, you see me, see you. That's all I'm gonna do.
No, I'm checking them.
I'm not. Now I'll get if I see them and they don't see me, I'll get in bird's eye view. But
because the phone out.
It depends. It's all situational.
Hold on, man. Come on. That's not mind your business. You take a picture.
What I'm saying is situational.
I mean,
if I know it's some messy shit going on,
right.
Like it's messy. Like that's messy. So, but I'm gonna still be on the fence because I don't know what arrangements they got.
I mean, thinking about minding our business, right? So it's kind of hard, man. It really nosiness runs deep in our. What they doing over there? Ooh, that wasn't the same car that pulled up last night. Listen, man. Listen, man.
He'll be quicker to be peeping than me.
No, I'm doing more than that, man.
I'm saying like he's more investigative than me, and I be
Of
like,
course. I gotta know what the hell's going on.
then when I need, I'm like, you ain't gonna go find out what's going on.
No.
I'm like, the fuck? That's because now my life is in jeopardy, and you worried about the wrong thing.
My life got to be in jeopardy. Sorry, not sorry. My life got to be in jeopardy for me.
If I'm in here and his life is with my life, we is in jeopardy.
No, because your ass will flip a whole table over a motherfucking moth. I can't go with that type of energy. I gotta have discernment. With that type of energy, I gotta have discernment, boy. I tell you.
That ain't right.
I ain't wrong either.
So listen, I asked a few people
Okay.
to see what the people say.
Mm-hmm.
And this is just a couple of things that I ain't gonna read them all, but just a couple of. It is taking responsibility for your own thoughts and actions and letting other people take responsibility for their own thoughts and actions. That's one of the ways that, they're looking at with
minding your business.
Minding your own business.
But
if the people involved don't ask for your opinion, don't give it.
That's good.
Sometimes people just need to vent but not want advice.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
That's I guess in a situation where you're getting into
Well, I mean, I don't know, man. Like somebody come to me asking me a question, right? They come to me asking me a question. They are interjecting me into their business.
Well, I mean, at that point, you got to use a level of discernment.
Oh, that part.
Because I'm gonna tell you, I was notorious. I must admit, I was extremely notorious for you talking to me. I'm giving you what I thought, okay?
Right,
and then come, afterwards, then they were like, but I wasn't trying to ask you, but just like you said, well, you came to me. But so I thought you wanted my opinion, but you just wanted to vent.
But that don't mean you. I wouldn't categorize that in you need to mind your own business category.
Right.
Because it's not really. It's not. I mean, you're not really passing judgment. You're passing judgment, but they're asking. It's a banter between two people. One person's in the business and one person's discussing the business.
I guess it depends on what business is. Now, in a situation where,
but like
you see your let's say your home girl, your friend, not an associate. If you see your friend's mate commingling out there in these streets,
mind your business.
Okay.
That's mind your business.
Now you gotta decide: is you ain't gonna mind your business?
But see, hold on. Loyalty should prevail in those situations,
unless this is your friend, because we know whether it's your homeboy or your homegirl, we know how they go back and forth with him or her, that person. So if it's one of those type of situations, I ain't doing nothing.
Well,
I'm probably not. Why? Because no matter what I say, they're gonna go back to that person either way. So I'm not gonna put myself.
I'm glad you mentioned that. Family is notorious for that. So like you got a brother or sister, mainly sisters. Sisters are the way because everybody want to protect them, right? They get into a relationship, right? May not be healthy. They break up, they get back together. They break up, they get back together. And they always like to use the big brother or the big sister or the father. They like to use us as pawns to get their way with their mate, knowing damn well they ain't leaving. So they be like, Oh, he put hands on me. Now here come the cavalry. Family about to fuck him up.
Finna knock his whole block
off. You know what I'm saying?
For free.
Everybody going to jail.
Everybody going to jail.
And then
y'all gonna be booed up tonight.
Tonight. Oh, baby, I'm sorry. I love you.
We mad. We still mad.
That, my friends, is an act of where you need to mind your own business. And it's hard because they really, literally could be getting their ass whooped.
Right.
They literally
you
could be
get
getting
involved.
They literally could be getting their ass
They
whooped.
done cried wolf so many times.
They ain't cried wolf. They got their ass whooped.
I'm saying like they
went back. They went all back. And now you stuck in jail for assault and battery
and they
for 24 hours, and you get out and they all just snuggled up. Fuck that.
So here's another person. They say the number one rule for me is to know when to mind someone else's business, because I'm so good at staying completely in my own lane until at times I didn't know when someone who needed me.
That's the other side of the pillow.
So I assess every situation quickly and immediately dismiss as necessary, because some folks will do anything, and I mean anything, for even a little bit of attention, and those people and or their situations are dismissed abruptly.
You know,
it's that discernment. That's what I'm saying. Like, it really gets into that discernment.
I really don't want to get personal. But
no, don't get personal. No. We done learn personal. How personal we going? No. You can't clean it?
I can clean it. Because it ain't got nothing to do with that story.
Oh,
it's another story for another day. Now so I'm gonna clean this up like this. So I was dating this chick for a long time. I really
clearly it ain't me.
Right. It ain't you, baby. But I love you. I loved this girl. I wanted to make sure that she was always taken care of, even though I wasn't in her life anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And she done moved. I done moved on. I had another girlfriend. She done moved on. She had another boyfriend. And she found herself in a situation where dude gave her a black eye.
Whoa.
She come running like a damsel in distress to me about it. And the thuggerous part of me was like, I'm about to go fuck this dude up.
What?
Yeah, like, how dare you,
Put your hands on her.
Right.
Little boo thing.
How dare you?
Uh-huh.
But I had to quickly remember that she was not mine anymore. You know who helped me remember that? The girlfriend. Like, hold on, motherfucker.
Wait.
Hold the fuck up. How you finna go rescue some other bro? And you gotta make sure your own bro taken care of. I learned quickly, like, which one is more important to me.
Uh-huh.
But I wouldn't stop to say this. Like, so after that whole situation unfolded, she got the black eye or whatnot, right? It comes out later that she, not gonna say nobody deserved to get their ass whooped, but she deserved it.
No.
I'm not gonna ever condone ass whoopings.
Oh man.
Domestic violence. But when you do certain shit, things happen.
You can just shake her now. You ain't got a black eye.
So this is where this whole using other people as a pawn thing comes into play. She was mad and she knew I had them hands. So obviously, let me get Carl on my side. He'll punch the dude out, and I can stand over top of him and say, "Yeah."
Right.
And
then you go to jail.
I go to jail. He in pain, but they in love, and it moves on.
And your whole woman.
Your whole woman mad at me because I would never be able to clean it up. You know what I'm saying?
You don't went to war for another bro.
Shit.
I wish he would try me. Oh, okay.
I guess.
Clearly, that was an old situation because this day and age, his crazy woman.
She coming out with that fire. I ain't got to protect that all.
Yeah, you no, because you're supposed to be protecting and providing and piping. Okay.
Absolutely.
You will not.
I do all those things.
You will not be the man without the 3 P's.
Yeah.
All right. So what do people say?
Okay. What is
It don't cost you a dime to stay out of mind.
It don't cost you a dime
To stay out of mind.
Shit, man. Sometimes not, but I ain't gonna lie now. It's sometimes that person who don't mind their business, they come in handy now.
Hey.
They tip you off on some shit you really need to know now.
I mean, you know, sometimes I just scoot your little piece of paper over there.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, show look a little dry over there on the east side. You know?
I will say this, Night. Now, what I can't stand is the MFers at work.
No.
You know that. You know who I'm talking about. You know the one. And see, if you in a position of authority or leadership, you know, making moves, supervisor, leads, managers. If you in that realm of person, right, there's always that 1 or 2 people that got the business on everybody.
Basically, that's a snitch.
Oh my God.
That's a snitch.
That's good. That's a gift and a curse because it's good because they tell you everything, but then they talking about you as well.
Like grandmama now said, a dog bring a bone, carry a bone.
That's it.
So you have to watch. Gotta watch them.
Mm-hmm.
So the people say, and this is just from me dropping the poll out there, the question out there to the masses. Okay, so what the people say is coming from different areas tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Spend 50% of your time minding your business, and 50% staying out of other people's business.
Mm-hmm.
That's some rules to minding your own business.
Mm-hmm.
That's so the other person say, act like you didn't see or hear nothing.
Right.
Huh? Oh. Nothing.
Right,
Very good.
Listen, all I'm gonna say is I'm loyal to my friends, for better or worse.
He is. He really is loyal. And then I be like, first of all, who you most loyal to, okay? You need to get your priorities in order, okay?
I'm loyal to you too, baby.
Uh-huh.
I am.
But I do have to be telling, sometimes I have to be like, look, let's talk about this first. Come here. Before you go tell how much are you talking about revealing, because you don't want to put yourself in a position where, yes, they may believe you and all of that, because you don't just be throwing the wrong thing out the butt.
So I mean,
you don't know what's gonna happen.
So I'm gonna ask you a question.
Really happening.
So let's ask you a question, right? So if you based on this theory, the topic you talked about, so you were like, if you see your best friend or your homie, significant other out there doing something else with somebody else, and you know you already know they're in a monogamous relationship, strong monogamous. They together.
They together.
There ain't no doubt about it. What is your move?
Rule number 1: mind your damn business.
No, you're not gonna do that.
If you're not my friend,
I'm talking about what I'm saying, like your sister, like
now if it's my sister,
or your real close, or your
like
ride
one of my riders.
Yeah, one of your riders.
Well, I'm probably just gonna walk up in the situation.
That ain't minding your business.
I'm gonna speak.
Hey, how are you? You remember me?
I ain't gonna. It'll be very subtle, but yet, hey,
Cold red, pack up the tick.
Hey.
You didn't see me, baby.
I mean, if we there together, you know, we in the same place. It is what it is. Like, hey,
I can see this shit now. You walk up to the dude.
What's
hey,
up?
bitch, who are you?
I will not do property of the such.
No, not you. To the girl that was there.
She will not fuck with me.
No.
Oh, excuse me.
No.
She ain't gonna come for me.
No.
And because he knows when
No.
he see me and he know I know his girl, which is probably is if it's my friend, he know that I know that he is her man. So
I know what I do. If a girl, if somebody was approached me like that, if somebody was approached me like that, listen, if you don't get away from me, I'm gonna go to jail.
but see, I'm cool because we probably first of all, if I'm out where somebody else is at, it's probably a social event.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm probably not I'm really giving you the benefit of the doubt. So if anything, I'll just
okay. But that phone call finna happen.
I'll just send a text message.
Do you know he's out here frolicking?
If he's frolicking, if he's just being a social butterfly, I'm not gonna bother with that because he probably a social butterfly. Cause I'm a social butterfly, and somebody will see me out if he ain't around, and they will swear I'm cheating on Buddha. Cause I frolic. I'm a frolicker. I'm the frolicist. Okay?
You see
I am Miss Frolic.
You see it? You see that?
I flutter, okay? I do. Cause I'm a social butterfly. I know a lot of people.
I'm not so much the social butterfly.
So people will automatically
that
don't know, they will tell him, you and baby still together. And that's what he'll already know because he knows his woman. And he will already know that his woman went to such and such event or whatever. He will know that. But he will already know if one of his boys that somebody that ain't really in his immediate circle come and say they saw baby at the event that he know that I'm at, what would you do? How would you react?
How would I react?
When they come and they be like, you and baby still together?
Yeah, man. I'm together, man. Yeah.
You saw her, you must have saw her at such and such.
No. No, I mean,
because you know if they ask.
First of all, if they come to me, they already gonna tell me exactly what it is. I ain't gotta ask them. What's up, man? You know, baby, blah 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 blah. Yeah.
She sure talking to a lot of people.
That's right. Then I quickly remind them, well, it's checks and balances in this thing. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's my turn, and others it's hers. The end. You know what I'm saying? That's how it goes.
I'm respectable now, y'all. I ain't just out here being disrespectful, but baby is a social butterfly. Before Buddha, probably after Buddha.
Is it after Buddha?
I don't know. Just
hey.
Before, during, after, whatever. I'm, when I'm in his presence, even when I'm with Buddha, I frolic. Respectfully.
I don't know, man.
It'd be so, twice.
No. It'd be so different. It'd really be different.
Maybe twice.
Because of nobody.
Smidge it.
But see, it's always me. It's never her. Ain't no females jumping in my face and all up in my arm. But have you ever seen?
They ain't jumping in my face either.
No. What I'm saying, have you ever seen a female frolicking with me in front of you? Come on. Let's go.
I mean, no, they're not.
Never.
If they don't know of my existence.
And everybody knows your existence. We are team social media.
It seems weird that they don't too. Or so now they just playing on my intelligence. So now I need to handle those situations a little bit differently.
I ain't telling. I ain't see baby nowhere. You right.
Absolutely.
Don, you better tell me, man.
Don, I ain't telling you that.
Cause I tell you what, me on the other hand, see.
You get a drink next time I see.
I'm telling everything because first of all, my situation is definitely unique, and to say the least, right? So I don't expect my homeboys to be in that same company.
Right.
So hell yeah, my boys are gonna know, and I'm not gonna do it from a bad place. I'm just really listen. This is what I seen. You take what the information as you want. I'm not really snitching, but I just want you to be aware.
His ass be snitching. He be dry snitching.
Listen, I'm loyal to the homeboys all over. Yeah, I'm loyal to my friends, right? Guy or girl. I'm loyal to them. So I'm gonna let you know what you do with that information, you do with it, and that's it. And I'm not gonna be like, yo, you seen so and so. I'm not gonna be that person. Every time I see him out in the streets, I'm telling on him. I done told him one time, if you ain't handled it, that's on you.
Yeah.
Ain't going back there again.
Yeah.
You already know. If you choose to believe me, then you're okay. If you choose to go the other direction because you're in love and you can't see past your nose, then that's on you, partner.
So, what do people say?
Mm-hmm.
Mind the business that pays you.
Ooh.
Are you getting paid for minding that business?
You know what? Maybe I need to be a private eye. Because them motherfuckers get paid to mind somebody else's business.
And you right. I won't have my girl or my homeboy, if it's a guy, I won't have you looking stupid.
Loyalty is a must.
Now that part I will take into consideration. But I'm not gonna prematurely speak information that I don't know. Because it's easy to misconstrue things. And so, especially in this day and age. So, you know what I'm saying? People got different dynamics in their relationships.
So I'm gonna ask you this question, right? So let's say it's a messy. Let's say it's a real messy situation. And what I mean by messy situation, meaning that it's amongst people who all congregate together. Like, let's say it's you, me, and you as an example. Let's say it's me and you. We're hanging out with some friends, and one of the said friends is somebody else that you fucking with, right? Let's say you fucking with somebody else, you cheating on me, whatever. However you looking at it.
Cheating on you within the circle.
Within the circle of friends. And somebody else that's in that circle
know about it.
Finds out about it.
Oh, woo!
Yeah, I mean, let's put it all the way out there. How do you engage that situation?
Oh,
because
man.
you
that's
gotta
messy.
You gotta invest the interest in all parties involved. How do you just
that's hard.
But you understand what I'm saying?
It's hard. It's so hard. And reason why I say it's hard is because you about to say something. Relationships and friendships is about to be torn.
I mean, what if you grew up? See, it's hard. Read with the last one, baby, if you can.
Yes.
Please.
There is no need to go run and tell now. If y'all doing something out of character, then I might mention it. You never know what is acceptable in a relationship. And that's what I'm saying. Depending on, in this day and age, people have different dynamics. And who am I? Just because it's not public information about their dynamics or arrangements, agreements, and so forth, doesn't give me the right to, but at the same time, just because that's like, let's just hypothetically say Buddha and our dynamics is that away. Okay. Nobody's going to know that if we're not public, right? So that means if they see either of us doing some questionable things,
right,
and they show favor to either one of us, they may be inclined to.
So, but here's the thing,
come and drop a little coin.
I agree with what Brother Don said.
Mm-hmm.
But what if it butts up against your moral compass?
Yeah.
So like you seeing these acts happen. Let's say, I hate to use this as an example, but I will use it as an example just for the sake of the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say you see said man or woman dealing with somebody underage.
Oh yeah.
Is that a mind your business situation?
Oh no.
But we just talked about minding the business.
No. I said discernment.
Oh, okay.
That's blatant.
I mean, I'm just saying, like
that right there is not gonna work.
There are times where you just can't not mind your business.
Right. And you just gotta know, grown people, okay, when and where and how to do such a thing. Now, if you have no type of, there's no impact that will come on you directly, because you just see it, and you're not, and let's just say you ain't even friends with the people that's doing this thing. Okay, whatever it is you see, y'all ain't even friends. So why you gonna get in their business? Huh?
I mean, not so. He said when you deal with legal, all bets are off. All bets are off. Right. So when it comes to like something like you got the neighborhood drug dealer, you know what I'm saying? Even though it's illegal, you know what the potentials are if they find out that you didn't mind your business. Is so it becomes out of fear that you mind your business. Like
neighborhoods do it all the time.
They do it all the time, but then they'll protect their own in certain sense.
They kind of protect them. They know they're doing the wrong thing, but then here's where it happens. Here's where it gets a little tricky, especially back in the days. Yes, the community knew he was doing what he was doing, but he fed the community. He took care of the community. Nothing was actually going on in the community. It was when it was no longer that community mentality that, things got a little out of hand, and new bosses came in.
So my question to the masses, to the Sippas, to you, baby. Mm-hmm. Why can't we mind our business? For majority,
we won't.
Why can't we?
And we won't, and it's gonna get even worse because social media has provided an opportunity for you to see things at a faster pace.
Yeah, like what was the dude Triple X? The one that died in Miami? They video recorded him dying instead of calling the.
Oh yeah.
Instead of calling
it's terrible. How people rather
film the shit.
I mean, I think they called the police, but everybody else had their phones.
Right.
Yeah, nosy by nature. Right. Mm-hmm. We've since the beginning of time. They done been, especially you people.
Our people. You try to discredit
you people.
You part of the people too. That.
Look now, I ain't even gonna tell y'all no lie, okay? Every now and then, I like to be seeing what's going on. I like a little messy stuff. I don't like to see it going on too far. Now, see, the problem is you go too far.
What's going too far?
They be going too far.
People, I mean, just like the little situation. What was the situation, man?
What?
On the show on Feel Good Friday about the church one.
Oh yeah, that was.
You want to tell the story, baby?
So, young man, just a guy, regular church member.
Hallelujah.
He single. He decided him and the pastor's daughter, PK kid, smash. They've been in love for a while.
Oh yeah.
However, there's been an arrangement between the pastor and the deacon.
Yeah.
Son. For the deacon's son and the pastor's daughter.
They've been together.
To get together.
No, they're together.
I'm just saying to be together. That's the arranged marriage. Mm-hmm. Okay, well they ain't married, but they're arranged. All right. Well, but old boy smashing pastor's daughter.
Yeah.
Smashed her this time, got caught in the church smashing in the pastor's office by the secretary of the church. Now,
this is where it gets tricky.
We just gonna call her Sister Eloise.
Just for the sake of it.
Sister Eloise we gonna call him Timothy.
Mm-hmm.
Tim told Tim, well, I'm gonna either tell the pastor or
you gonna run me to me.
Or you can smash me. And I won't say nothing.
Oh, I guess.
But it gets better. Lady Eloise, Sister Eloise, is the mother of his best friend.
This is old family church.
Sister Eloise
said, "Run me to me."
Trying to get her groove on.
He said, "Run me to me."
So that means the whole while her son and him, he been over there at her house, and she's a whole married woman now. Sister Eloise want to get that little young me.
She want to get that young me. Go, she telling everything.
She said, "I'm gonna tell. I'm telling the pastor, huh? Or you can run me that meat."
I just want to know what church this is, so I can slide.
I don't want to know. I ain't even giving no details on where it's at or nothing.
I'll be in the pastor's chamber too. Wait, my turn.
Because it's just crazy that it came to the point where she in their business because she trying to get the business.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
So she blackmailed.
Right. She's using it as being in the business as a form of propositioning. She's propositioning.
So can I ask this question? Is that minding the business that's paying you? If she trying to get paid with some meat.
So the whole thing, he's undecided if he should tell the pastor himself or go on and run that meat.
Well, I mean, it's already a messy situation.
It's already messy.
Right. So you might as well go ahead and tell the pastor, let it all hang out. And you get the woman you love in the end.
He ain't gonna get the woman he want right away. It may take some time.
Once Deacon's son find out he been plowing her over, he gonna leave.
No, he ain't.
Yeah, he is.
He ain't gonna leave.
It's over with.
I'm telling you, he ain't leaving.
He made chicken.
I don't think he gonna leave. Not right away. It's gonna be a situation.
Baby.
That church on a one-way course to nothing. That's a lie. It ain't. I'm telling you.
But this is the stuff.
But it's a good mind. It's a should the secretary minded her business? She walked in the office. First of all, what you doing in the pastor's office, huh? But okay,
she's first of all, she's the secretary. She should be able to get paperwork or whatever.
She knew something was going on.
There was some taperation going on.
She just called
somebody.
She just decided.
Somebody got baptized. They would get baptized in there. Amen.
I believe she knew something was already going on.
And baptized in the fog. I just need to know what church this was.
No,
I got to
you
show
ain't
up.
going.
Listen, I'm showing up. Sinners need to go to church. That's a sinning church. I need my sins looked at. Am I all right? I feel all right in here. Listen, if I go to the church knowing the person I was, knowing all the shit I done in life, if I go to this church and I say, "Hey, man, it feels pretty cool in here." See, this is the church I need to be. Knowing damn well, if I walk in a regular church, I'm getting burned up.
I couldn't, I don't know. See, in that situation, like how do I mind my business? Well, I would feel some type of way propositioning this little young boy.
Well, he ain't young.
I'm saying he's not young. She's not
20s.
old. He's not young. It's like a 28-year-old boy, young man,
right,
and a 50-year-old woman.
That's more close to 60.
50. She was 50. But nevertheless,
No,
so
because
because he's looking at her like she's old, and I'm like, first of all, don't insult me, okay? But I'm just saying, all right. But it's like she should have been minding her business. Let them, let children do their thing. You can chastise them like, look, now you know if Pastor find out about this, it's gonna be some problems, especially because everybody in the church knows she belongs to the deacon's son. So it's like a whole messy thing but yet and still, I ain't gonna tell nobody. As long as you run me that meat.
Ooh-wee. Hey, I had to take my hat off of her. Sister Eloise, I must say,
she was hey, clearly she ain't getting Billy, her husband ain't knocking the block off no more.
Listen, man.
He need the pill, the blue pill.
Oh, he need that blue dog.
He need to go to the gas station.
He need to go get one of them gas pills. Oh Lord, have mercy. Have mercy.
Making some dollars stand up.
Is he waking?
I'm not playing with y'all. Listen, what else? What we got? What do people say? All right, so what we'll give. It depends on the situation.
Okay.
When you are brought into the situation, you have to act accordingly and then move on. If it's a friend that needs advice and I am specifically asked, I try to be as honest and unbiased as possible, then I move on. I don't like to linger in anyone's personal life. I learned early on that no matter what anyone says or does, they will still do whatever the fuck they want. So I keeps it moving.
And that's where you should be. But sometimes it hit close to home and you can't. That's all I got. I mean, sometimes that shit. Like, listen, okay. Here's a situation. Let's say it's your parent. Let's say you live in a 2-parent household and you watching your parent do something out of pocket.
Whose side do you take?
Which way do you lean?
You gonna tell on your daddy? Or you gonna tell on your mama?
That's tough, man.
Or you stay out of it?
Do you stay out of it?
You gotta stay out of it.
Shit, man.
Unless you don't like your daddy, then you gonna tell your mama.
I mean, that's a fuck.
The mama gonna already know that the dad is a whore.
That's a real tough situation.
He's a whoremonger. He's running the streets. He for the streets. The mama already know the daddy for the streets. So she figure out a way. Well, listen, when he going there, cause he gonna be drunk. I need you to crawl in there like a ninja and get in his wallet, cause he ain't gonna know how much money he had. Oh. And you get you $10, and you get me.
That's extortion.
Hey, well,
damn. At an early age. This is what we're doing.
I mean, it's either we gonna get the money for us, or he gonna put it out there for his whores.
You can't let your daddy be great. You just can't let him be great. Don't you want them? Don't you want that? Don't you want them shoes you were trying to get? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I get them anyway, but that's okay.
Just saying, we could get it from your daddy's pockets when he fall asleep from out there frolicking with his whores.
My man says, what's done in the dark will come to light. Nah, run that meat.
I said that. I told the little fella, hey, look, you 28, baby, slang that wood.
Slang that wood.
You single, so I mean, but.
Listen, for me in that situation, I would probably go ahead and test my gangster and tell her to go ahead and tell the pastor.
Yeah, but I also did renege, and I said the best thing to do, if you want to do it the righteous way, go ahead on and come clean, and because it's gonna be a whole intervention. If they do what they're supposed to do, the pastor is gonna have to call everybody to the table.
Nah, I ain't gonna do no of this. Listen,
he will. He's supposed to bring him. He ain't gonna probably bring them all at the same time, but he's gonna talk to them.
Oh man, like at the end of the day, I'll probably be like, yo, check this out. Go ahead and tell the pastor. Because what I'm gonna do,
I'm gonna bang your dog. I'm gonna smash.
I'm gonna smash it tomorrow. Just matter of fact, we gonna leave here and do this one more time. I'm gonna run this back.
But see, they're gonna be keeping a close eye on the daughter, so she gonna be on.
Matter.
It's just gonna take a little minute.
We grown.
They're grown, but she's
and
still
I'm in love.
I'm just saying that's what's gonna happen.
I'm here for this.
That's what they're gonna do.
Where we at, baby?
All right, we good. We good in the hood. I was trying to see if I had any more what the people says, what the people saying. So everybody good.
So what do you? I mean, where we at with as far as buying?
Final thoughts.
Final thoughts.
What they say? The guy don't have anything to hide or lose. He's single doing his thing.
My point is that.
That's what I see it.
Just go ahead and let him tell it.
I mean, hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey.
Listen, man. But then again, if you're that type of fellow who like dropping dick off, then drop that dick off. Sometimes.
Can we say meat? We said meat the whole night.
Oh, I'm sorry. You like dropping meat off? Then drop the meat off. Yeah, cuz.
Dropping meat off.
You know what I'm saying? Dropping meat off.
Look.
You know, it's a few terminologies y'all get to understand here. Dropping meat off. You know what that means? Okay.
Going to see a man by the dog.
Right. Now, there's another one that me and baby talk about. It's called being a baker. You know what I'm saying? We out here baking cakes. That's for those who like to, finesse women, talk to them, and they caking. But you can't cake because bakers bake cakes. You
can't bake a cake without a baker.
Yeah, you need a baker.
So we got a new terminology that we use in the house. Mm-hmm. What's up with your bakers? You caking today?
Yeah.
No, they ain't baking. So mind your own business at the end of the day.
Yeah, man.
Use a sense of discernment. This is my final thought. I do believe in using a sense of discernment, because what they say, what glitter ain't always gold. Can't judge a book by the cover. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So with all that being said, just because I see something does not necessarily mean it is so. So unless they are doing some extravagant, frolicky stuff.
Like they off in the corner.
I mean, y'all actually look you ducked off type, or you coming from out of nowhere, like what is that?
Like
fixing yourself, coming out bathrooms. And that was not in the ladies' room. I mean, or coming from around the corner. Look, I have had my share of time in this world, okay? I'm just saying. So I'd have seen and been a participant in a lot of things. Okay? So I know a good time when I see one. But that ain't my business. And I get goddamn Stevie Wonder on the ass.
You know what I mean?
Because I don't gain nothing by minding somebody else's business.
I don't gain nothing either, but
unless it's my friends.
And there you go.
Or my
final thoughts are, it's all good when it's just associates. But when you talk about your true friends, people that you really, ride for, they almost like family, then yeah. First of all, in that discernment case, you know what type of life they live in. So you know how to approach it. If they that type of person, you know how to approach it. But if you know that they are in that monogamous lifestyle and you seeing some shady shit, then if you don't do it, they're gonna look at you.
So you're saying if they're not monogamous?
If they're not monogamous, live your life. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, that's that type of lifestyle. that they live in. It's not worth talking about.
Right.
But if they are monogamous and you know how they get down, and you loyal to them as they loyal to you, then you need to do what you need to do.
Yeah.
But don't let it become like an everyday thing. Just let it be known one time and move on. Because the more you invest energy into that, it's just gonna bring you down.
Yeah.
You know?
I would imagine so. Mind your business.
Mind your business.
I mean, you know, at least you need to learn how to master the art of it.
It's hard, man. Especially when it comes to, we going to this spot. I just thought of something different. She about to kick me. Oh, Lord. I'll let it go. I'll let it be, baby. Go ahead, be great. Hey, listen. That was the time I was supposed to mind my business, but I couldn't. I was about to get kicked.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
You are abusive.
I am not abusive.
On this table, a lot of shit. I probably got toenail markers on me.
Did y'all see me kick anybody?
You wouldn't see shit, but I feel it.
You ain't see nothing. Listen, tonight we have special guest Tremaine Gaines. He is the creator of T Games Entertainment. And so for those that weren't able to catch the full episode, you'll go back to the beginning and you'll be able to see us have our interview with him.
Hey, we busted cherry.
A real cool guy. And we was his first podcast.
Yeah.
Go Buddha, go baby, go Buddha, go baby.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay. Too much juice, too much sauce.
What we got going on this weekend?
This weekend. Bronze Kingdom.
Oh wait.
Gemini Takeover.
Mm-hmm. That's Friday.
This Friday.
We'll be in the place to be.
Yes.
We'll be in the place to be. Come hang out with us, man.
For the Geminis. You can check out Chapman Entertainment for the additional information, for the Eventbrite information. I believe that the tables are sold out, but hey, come on out if you got a birthday and you are in the Gemini season.
It's $10.
10 or 15. I don't know. I think
it's
an increase.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I can't remember, but I think it's an increase. Nevertheless, Eventbrite is where you get the information. However, you can check out Chapman Entertainment, and that's where you'll find all of the information for the Gemini Takeover. I know they're gonna have a singer, a group singing, and then you're gonna have DJ 305 on the ones and twos. Let's see what else, and then I think My Black Orlando is going to be having a meetup at the M Lounge.
Hey, the M Lounge on Saturday.
On Saturday.
Yeah.
And
we should probably be there too.
Yeah, we're probably going to swing by. And then next week, Tremaine T. Gaines talked about the all-white party.
Right.
That's at Embers.
It's a day party. I think it's a day party.
I think it's like from 4 to something. I can't remember. I have to look it up. But let's see. I have the flyer here. Yeah, 4 to 9:30. That's at Ember All White Day Party, and this is part 1. Apparently, they're going to have another part 2.
Yeah, he said Memorial Day and Labor Day.
Okay, that'll be cool.
Yeah, I'll be listening.
Yeah. And then Juneteenth, they're going to be doing the R&B bingo online. So information will be coming out. I'm pretty sure it's already out, and you can find that on Tremaine Gaines' page, or it may be on his T Games Entertainment page as well. So that's what we got. That's some current event information. That's what we gonna be doing, or at least that's some stuff that's gonna be popping off in the.
So come on out there and mind our business.
And mind my business.
Our business. Come on out.
Our business, my business.
If you want to see her frolicking, if you want to frolic with me in front of her and see how she reacts afterwards.
I suggest you buy me a drink before you start frolicking. All right now. Next week, same time, same energy.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
What's going on?
Let's go.
Oh, this is for the Sippas. Yeah. We sipping in conversation.